Today was day one of week one of block 4, meaning I've been training with Coach Paul for 4 consecutive blocks, 4 different programs. Each program is 4 weeks long, and they all have, each day has a different focus. So week 1, day 1, we are focusing on quads, hams, and glutes. Today I did RPE of 8, meaning we don't want our difficult level to be more than 2 reps left in our set, so we can push. Let's just say reps are set at 10 and it feels like I can do 2 more. That's the level of effort that we're looking for. So today was goblet squats, which was 3 sets of 15, 12, and 10. I'm still getting used to these. I haven't done these in quite some time, so this is the second block that Coach Paul has incorporated into my program that has goblet squats, and I just feel a little funny when I do them. I think it's because my limbs are so long. They're really langly looking, like just hanging all over the place, and my stance has to be a lot wider for this exercise than most individuals because my legs are longer. So that's why I look like a freak doing these. After that was seated leg curls. I have a love affair with the Ham Tractor. 1, I think the name is fun. I really like the machine. And 2, it took me a while to get used to, but now that I'm used to it, I feel like it targets my hamstrings really well, and I have a lot more control, and that's what I want. The other one, the other seated leg curls, I'm sitting more upright instead of leaning back, and I just feel as though it doesn't target as much. Like my legs are swinging all over the place and less control. So this one gives me more control. I can feel it immediately. My hamstrings fire up, and I only did 3 sets of 15 for this one. I also did hip thrust machine. So this one is I use the glute driver at DMV Iron Gym. I like it a lot. I set the weight all the way down on the ground to set up, so that way it's more of like a traditional, I guess, setup for hip thrusts. But I also feel like the platform helps my feet grip better, and I don't know, overall I can kind of do like a full hip extension with it and hold at the top, which really fires my glutes up. I tried to do the booty builder one where there's 3 different hip thrust machines technically. So there's one that is the one that I'm using, which is the glute driver. There's the other one, which is the booty builder, which is a hip, I guess, extension, right? Is that what the proper term is, hip extension? That one I don't particularly like. It's hard for me to set up, and it's uncomfortable on my back, so I just don't do that one as much. And then the other one that we have is a standing hip thrust machine. And I don't know, when I have hip thrust machine in my program, I try to choose one machine and stick with that for the entire block. So I have been sticking with the glute driver because it seems to be targeting a lot more efficient than the other 2 machines. Could be my setup, I don't know. Dumbbell stiff leg deadlift. I'm gonna be honest, I hate deadlifts. I think it's just a mindset for me. I was told that I always sucked at them long time ago, and it has always been in my head. So this is an exercise I do not enjoy. I get in my head immediately about. My form used to be really terrible, and I've worked really hard on trying to get my deadlift form where it needs to be, but I still am not 100% comfortable with it. I think a lot of it has to do with maybe imposter syndrome. I think my form is probably fine. Today I did go up in weight, which felt good, but I still felt awkward. And also, again, long limbs, they're just like so gangly. They're all over the place. I feel like when everyone else does it, they look cute, and I just look like I'm stretching for days. And eventually I will get into position and come back up, but it just looks awkward. I don't know. I also have a coach that told me to stick my tailbone out, and I feel like it's really obvious when I do that, but maybe not. Touch your butt to the wall with your tailbone. So that's what I try to do. I also got the pleasure of doing Bulgarian split squats today. That was exciting. Remember when I said that I would rather do Bulgarian split squats over step backs? Yeah. Ate my words. This was only 2 sets, but it was 2 sets of 12 and 10, so it was a different weight. So I guess progressive volume. And it was as exciting as it looked. I do have to work on it. This is a movement I haven't done in quite some time, so I'm gonna need to really focus in on my form. So sorry, there's probably gonna be a lot of videos of that, because I'm gonna have to record myself to look at form and do form check. I feel like one of my sides, and this was something that happens before, dips lower than the other side. So I have one side that's weaker, and it is, I think, my left side. It feels like my left side, but I'm not positive. And then on the right side, I feel like it fires up immediately, and it's like exactly where I need to be. So, and then leg extensions and hip adduction. Abduction? I don't know. You know, the really inappropriate exercise when your legs are just spread open. It's awkward. By the way, they have that machine. We have a new machine in the gym, and I hope that they change it, because on the other side, there's a lat pull down. So someone is on the other side, spread eagle, and the other person is pulling straight forward and probably looking straight ahead. It's not a good setup. They're still working it out. Hopefully that gets moved. It's like my old gym when they had the kickback machine and the bicep curl was right behind it. It was like, yeah. No. It was the one that you're like bent over on. I was like, this is not a good setup. I feel like you can see everything. Anyways, after I got done, I went in and did some posing, because of course I pose every day like I should. I don't pose every day like I should. I think it's the one thing out of the program that I'm really not great consistency-wise. Consistency-wise, I can wake up every day, go to the gym, eat the same things, stick to my macros. Everything is fine. Posing-wise is like the last thing in my mind that I think about. And I just like would rather, I don't know, just go home and sleep or eat or anything. That's where my mind's at. Wait, was it Donald Duck or was it the pig? That's all, folks.
That was the pig.
Oh. You knew what I was talking about, though. All right. Well, thank you for watching. And until next time, I will see you guys. See ya.